Hey guys, ECRG here, back with another episode. The title of today's episode is Why You Need Your Resume Reviewed. And this is for people that are thinking about the resume review program or are interested in getting their resume reviewed or some type of interview prep or something like that, but mainly for people interested in getting their resume reviewed. And if you're interested in that, first and foremost, you can email me eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com. I will send you over the flyer with all the different packages and options you can get with that. And it's fully customizable. If you want this, you can get that added, or if you don't want that, you can take that away. So it's fully customizable to your liking. But what I've been noticing a lot is people will email in and say, they want their resume reviewed, and then they either don't want to pull the trigger or at that time, they don't want to pull the trigger at that time, or maybe they're unsure or something. And then they come back a few weeks later and are like, okay, now I really need my resume reviewed. I guess, sometimes people think that, they can apply on their own. And you definitely can for the clinical research industry, apply on your own. But the reason why I started offering the resume review program is because it's going to shortcut a lot of the hassle. It's going to make sure that your resume is good and is appealing for hiring managers and people that are going to be reviewing your resume. So when you go out on your own and do it, especially if you have no experience in the industry, your resume is going to get looked over. And it's not just about the resume, it's about the strategy to get your resume in front of these people that I go over in this resume review program that you get with that. It's not just the resume. It's the strategy, it's the tactics, it's your expectations, what to expect. And the expectations are different based on the time of year it is. The expectations are different based on what kind of market it is, if what positions are hot at the time. In that program, we also go over tactics to, befriend these recruiters, to talk to these recruiters, to get information out of these recruiters, to help you get jobs in the future and to help you land your first entry-level role in clinical research. So the resume review program is not just for people looking to break into the field. It's also for people looking to level up. I'm a CRA myself, so if you're looking to be a CRA, this is definitely something that you should consider because it's going to help you shortcut a lot of the pitfalls that you're going to find when applying to get into the clinical research field or level up in the clinical research field. So it's really just sharing my knowledge with you. And a lot of times this knowledge is not out there. People are very cutthroat in this industry. People are very secretive, especially with trying to get to the CRA position. Some companies have these programs or whatever, but it's not very obvious how to get there. They only let certain people in. So I'm going to discuss with you in the resume review program how to circumvent that, how to get around that, what kind of strategy to employ to make sure that you get to where you want to go. And so I'm happy to share that with you in the resume review program. But a lot of times people will email in and say they want their resume reviewed. And then I guess they go shoot off a bunch of applications and then they all get denied. They get that customary letter saying, we are going with other applications. It almost seems like a robot is doing it because sometimes a robot is doing it. So we go over how to get around that, how to make sure that your resume is able to get through those filters that these companies employ to discard your resume. It's not going to be easy, but we go over how to override that, how to get your resume past that. And so that's part of where the real value comes in this resume review program. So if you're watching on YouTube, I've got this video of this lady running back to something. And that's basically the point of this episode is, 9 times out of 10, these people email me back a couple weeks later saying, I really need my resume reviewed now. And that's because they thought they could do it on their own. They probably sent out a whole bunch of applications and, their resume wasn't right. Their strategy wasn't right. Their tactics weren't right. And there it is. And now they're back trying to get their resume reviewed. So who knows how many jobs they apply to in that interim. And if they had just done the few things, changed a few things that I would have gone over with them on the resume, they might be interviewing for that job. So that's just something to consider, guys, when you're sending in your resume, is be sure that you want your resume actually reviewed because when time is of the essence, and timing really matters. So if you emailed me in September, and then you were dragging your feet on getting your resume reviewed, and then now you're waiting until October 20th, right around the Halloween time, it's going to be a lot harder now to get a position. You're probably going to have to wait until January, February. Whereas if you were serious in September, we probably could have got you a couple interviews before holiday time, and you would have had an offer right around that time also. So it's definitely something to consider, guys. I would not drag your feet on this. Clinical research is very, very competitive, and I'm trying to give you guys as much of a leg up on the competition as possible. A lot of it is the information that and how to circumvent it, and these different tactics that I employ to get your resume in front of the right people. So something to consider. As always, you can email me eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com if you're interested in the resume review program. And I'm actually going to be switching it up a little bit. I'm going to be offering a few more services also on the resume review program. I'm going to be coming out with a new package. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably release an episode detailing that. But as always, if you're interested, email me eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com. Take care, guys.